Good morning, everyone, in here, out there. Welcome to the Temple of the Living God here in St. Petersburg, Florida. How's everyone doing? Nice, nice. I hope you guys heard that on the TV, or computer screen, or wherever you're watching us from, because we've got a lively bunch here. We'd love to see you in the audience one day, so keep that in mind. We're going to start this service off with a great song. It's called Ordinary Miracle. Alex, everyone. It's Alex. Sure is.
It's not that unusual when everything is beautiful. It's just another ordinary miracle today. The sky, when it's time to snow, don't need to teach a seed to grow. It's just another ordinary miracle today.
Life is like a gift, they say, wrapped up for you every day. Open up and find a way
To give some of your own.
Isn't it remarkable? Like every time a raindrop falls, it's just another ordinary miracle today. Birds in winter have their play, but always make it home by spring. It's just another ordinary miracle today. When you wake up every day, please don't throw your dreams away.
Hold them close to your heart, 'cause we're all a part
Of the ordinary miracle. Ordinary miracle. Do you want to see a miracle?
It seems so exceptional that things just work out after all. It's just another ordinary miracle today.
Sun comes up and shines so bright and disappears again at night. It's just another ordinary miracle today. It's just another ordinary miracle today.
Today we have with us as our speaker Reverend Annette Mason on the topic Beyond Worlds. Can't wait for this one. My inspirational reading today comes from Unity's Village's website. Your life can be a positive transformation. Today can be the day in which God's plans for your life begins expressing itself in ways greater than anything you can imagine. Wow. You can become more fully aware of the incredible kingdom of God within and around you. Jesus said, Quote, I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. End quote. And that was in John 10:10. To accept Jesus' invitation to a fuller life, we must be willing to move beyond a routine, fearful, or limited existence and live in the dynamic, abundant life. We live the abundant life by daring to discover more of our spiritual identity and potential. To live the abundant life, we must stop taking each day for granted. In each moment of every God-given day, we are surrounded by sparkling treasures, divine gifts, and remarkable opportunities. Witnessing a sunshine, following the flight of a soaring bird, or observing the reflection of trees and clouds and sunshine in a clear pond are causes for thanksgiving, if we will take the opportunity to appreciate them. Living the abundant life begins not by changing or rearranging people, things around us, but by gently and quietly opening our eyes to the miracles of the moments of God. When we do this, an inner spiritual awakening takes place that alters our perception. We see with new eyes. And so it is. And now I have Carol and the Goodfellows.
That sounded like an ordinary miracle to me, Marvin. Hey, y'all. So if you guys know our speaker, Annette Mason, well, you know that she is one who will come up to the music group after a service and say, what song was that? I'm going to use that song in a service. She's done it a lot. And this is one of those examples. But this is that song that we did last month-ish, month and a half-ish ago, right before you spoke. And it's called Spirit's Calling You. And it's that one where you guys sing along with us. So when Carol sings Spirit's Calling You, you sing along with her. And when I sing the other parts, calling you, you sing with us. So we'll give you an example, just a little moment, okay? So let's just give them that moment.
Spirit's calling you.
Calling you, calling you.
Spirit's calling you.
Come, come.
Spirit's calling you.
Calling you, calling you.
Spirit's calling you.
Come, come. Nice, I can hear you. Well, and you're gonna have plenty of time to practice that. So we're gonna sing together, get a little vibrational therapy going on, and maybe everybody will feel good afterwards. So let's just give this a whirl. Alex, you ready? This is his favorite song, by the way. So we're gonna have a good time with this. All right, let's do it.
Spirit's calling you.
much more than this. God is more than this, so much more. Here we go, y'all.
Spirit calling you.
Calling you, calling you.
Spirit calling you.
Come, come.
Spirit calling you.
Calling you, calling you.
Calling you.
Come, come.
I think. I think I say the same thing every time I'm up here about the music. And thank you, Daniel, for that very public announcement. But once you hear the music, is it any wonder I would go afterwards and say, I love that, would you please play that again? They play the most fabulous music. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. Well, now that we've had one personal revelation, I'm going to begin this morning by jumping right into a very personal story. I think it's actually a perfect example of today's title, Words Fail Me. As Reverend Zemkin and I had a conversation before service, that's another difficult admission because I'm a Gemini, a very severe Gemini, and I've loved being a Gemini all my life. And to say words fail me. But I'm going to tell you anyhow, because I believe you'll see why very, very shortly. Many, many years back, I had a cassette tape. You know, you all remember the cassette tape? Yeah, you do. Those of you who will admit it, yes, you remember cassette tapes that we used to play. And this was gorgeous. It was chanting, it was music, it was part spoken word, and it was just so wonderful. And I played it and I played it and I played it until I thought I was going to wear the darn thing out. And I just had it on whenever I was home, whatever I was doing, reading, if I was doing little chores. You know, so I'd wander around my apartment doing this and that, and I'd be into the music and the chanting, you know, peace on earth now, and all those wonderful phrases, and then the crescendos of music behind it, and every so often there'd be this portion of, you know, some kind of sacred writing that this wonderful, beautiful voice would just read. And I'm kind of lost in doing what I'm doing. And this one day, I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm listening to the music. And I realize what it is that I'm doing while I'm listening to the music. I'm leaning over like this. I'm cleaning my toilet bowl. I just ended up there, you know, I was doing a little of this, and I'm lost in my music. And I'm cleaning my toilet bowl. Clearly, this made an impression upon me. Obviously, I'm here over 30 years later telling you about cleaning my toilet bowl. It's just that it's really hard to explain, to put into words. There almost seemed to be, in that moment when I realized what I was doing and the music and what I was singing to, there almost seemed to be a sublime, absurd, spiritual irony going on here. Could something like this be a special moment? Could some of the seemingly most unlikely of moments be sacred? It got me thinking about that anyway, and I just had to share that little experience with you because it was so extraordinary and it did make such an impression on me. And because that's kind of what we do here. We talk about things that are hard to put into words, that are personal and intangible. Now, history's full of saints and lots of others from countless spiritual traditions who have written about their experiences. And how readily do we understand those? Do they seem real? Can we actually relate to them? I'm at a loss for words myself to try to explain just what difference that little moment in my bathroom over 30 years ago made to me. But then again, our lives are uniquely our own. Our spiritual journey is uniquely our own. Reverend Marvin read the mission statement a few minutes ago. I'm going to read it again. Our mission is to assist people in their spiritual awakening and to support them through education, healing, love, and service. That is what we are about. And here's some more along very similar lines to that idea from our website. God is expressed in, through, and as the life-giving force in the universe. All forms of life, known and unknown, share this force. Life as we know it in a human incarnation embodies a divine fragment, a spark of the God presence. No human being is ever lost, condemned, or judged. Each is a child of God. Salvation, or the remembering of our divine heritage, is unconditional. It is available to all sentient beings. Now again, here, we have the challenge of putting very personal ideas into words, which are always open to interpretation and don't always mean the same thing to everybody. I'm not the only one who has recognized how incredibly challenging it can be to put personal experiences into words. Some of you have heard of Taoism. That's spelled Taoism. In the 5th century BC, a book that is now commonly called the Tao Te Ching appeared in China. Even that title can be translated several different ways, one of which is the Book of the Way and how it manifests in the world. I want to read to you the very first 7 lines. I have new glasses. Oops, I don't have new glasses. I brought the glass case, must have left the glasses on my desk. Oh, thank you.
They're not very strong.
That's okay, anything will help. I was so excited about my new glasses. And I made sure. Yeah, the font's kind of tiny in this. Oh yes, thank you, it does help. Okay, the first several lines of the Tao Te Ching. The Tao, thank you so much. The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. The unnameable is the eternally real. Naming is the origin of all particular things. Free from desire, you realize the mystery. Caught in desire, you see only the manifestation. Now, the rest of this text expands more on that. It's a very short text, very, very short book. But it continues with more discussion of essentially the same idea. Once we start naming things, we define, we categorize, we separate things. The eternal, unnameable Tao is the whole. But instead, we then get ourselves lost in separation. Now, a little more recently, a popular series of books, Conversations with God by Neale Donald Walsch, mentions the same idea in more current language, of course. Similar kind of thing. Oh, I was so excited about showing you my new glasses. But thank you. My husband will tell you how happy I was with them. I could really see, but this does help. Okay, just bear with me here. Ooh. Okay. Words are really the least effective communicator. They are most open to misinterpretation, most often misunderstood. And why is that? They are symbols. They are not the real thing. Okay. Very few of the value judgments you have incorporated into your truth are judgments you yourself have made based on your own experience. You have created yourself out of the experience of others. Then when you encounter the actual experience for the first time, you overlay what you think you already know onto the encounter. So you deny your own experience in favor of what you have been told. And again here, we encounter the same kind of idea. Words that are open to interpretation, and then get passed on, and we get lost in the separation. And we end up in creating ourselves out of other people's experiences. And yet I think perhaps we've all encountered our own personal experience with accepting something we've read or been told by others. On the one hand, and going with our own inner truth, with what our own inner truth tells us on the other. And it's not always easy. Many of us have come here after a long, difficult search. The wars that have been fought over religious differences for millennia are still going on. Sometimes over different readings of the very same passage. And even if it's not a volatile subject, we may have experienced something very similar when perhaps we're just trying to tell a simple story, for example. Have you ever done your best to relate something that was so exciting for you, you couldn't wait to tell everybody all about it because it was just so cool? And it fell perfectly flat? One of those things. Well, sometimes you just had to really be there, to get what it was all about. Have you ever felt that you wasted a lot of time and money on a movie that someone else thought was just the best ever? Personal experience is just that. Personal. And our relationship with our source, creator, great spirit, God, universe, all that is by whatever name, is our relationship, not anybody else's. Repeating our mission statement again here. We are here to assist you on your journey, not to tell you what that journey must be. I acknowledge sometimes it does seem a bit unclear when different words, all kinds of different words are used up here on Sunday. One speaker phrases things one way, another speaker seems to be using different words and doesn't come at it the same way. Or sometimes a direct, well, is it this or is it that? Answer isn't what we get here. Look at the website again. We don't have a dogma. We don't have rules. It is our privilege to be here to support you in finding your truth. Well, I don't really have a point this morning, other than this one. Other than this one. Nothing is more important, in my view anyway, than your truth for you, as mine is for me. We all do the very best we can to try to communicate to one another and be understood, as best we can, and to understand as best we can. But when it comes to this, you don't need anyone else's approval or even agreement. It's your journey. You find it. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Even though I didn't have my glasses. I need to remember to take my case home. I'll get home and I won't have my
Even
case
so.
Yes, and thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I take our toilet bowl journeys were different. I just had to share that because mine did not look like hers. I want to also just let people in the world know that are out there on social media that we invite you to come and join us here at the Temple of the Living God. We certainly are a non-denominational spiritual church that is all-inclusive. So we invite you to come feel the love, join with us as we have this wonderful movement going forward. I would like to now take our tithes and offerings, and I invite our ushers to come forward. Giving a tithe or an offering is not just about giving money, but it's really about making a difference. Infinite Source, we give thanks for the love, for the tithes, for all that is given in the material. Guide us as we use this wisely. And now I would like you to affirm divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Amen. Thank you. Now we'll have music with Carol and the Goodfellows.
Well, what a wonderful service. Hey, Annette, that was amazing. Thank you so much. You know, if my brother was here, my brother used to like to say, when you label it, you limit it. And I choose not to label it, because that makes it limitless. Just a thought. Hey, we're going to sing you out the doors today with this, our song of the month, which really we didn't have much of a month with tropical storms and hurricanes and all that. So we're going to sing it again anyway. It's one that you guys probably know, and if you don't know, now you'll know. It's called Swing Wide the Doors, and we're going to sing it for you right now. Boom. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Well, I'm not holding it in anymore. I'm gonna shout it out loud. I understand now what I'm here for and what this life is about. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand, lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Well, there's a voice that I've heard for years. I learned to keep it inside. Well, now it's coming in loud and clear. I want a deeper life, yeah. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand, lending a hand. Wide the doors, the time is right, yeah. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Just a little twang for the end. Hey, y'all, have a great week. Get out there in the lobby, make a new friend, have a nice snack, and we're going to see you all here next week. Have a great week, y'all.